everyone, and welcome to the Off Topic Closet. I'm your host, Honey, and today we have a special guest.
What's up? Oh. It's me.
It's Unisci, a very famous streamer. Very famous.
Top 10. At least top 10.
Very famous. You probably already know who he is. You don't even need to go to twitch.tv/Unisci.
Constantly on Rambo streams, actually. We're kind of besties.
That's gonna come to bite us in the ass one day.
As long as that day's not today, we're good.
Okay, today I am drinking a Sleepy Time tea by the same company that apparently has a cult, apparently? I don't know much about it. And I also have a cup of water, which...
Do they also have a cult?
I do not think that they have a cult.
Lame.
Unless it's called the government, because...
I mean... Maybe. Who knows?
I mean, the government is technically who treats your water, usually.
It's the lizard people.
No! Once again, we have the topic list, which Uni has not seen the topic list. I have told him a few pieces of it, but
and I've already forgotten it, so it's all a surprise.
Yeah, well, first of all, I was going to upload a video tomorrow, which this is Tuesday, the week before I upload this, so fun. Right before I go back to school, but I was going to upload a video on Uni's Minecraft server, the EEFSMP, which the best server in existence. You can't get any better than the EEFSMP.
To be fair, we've run through like 3-4 servers, and none of them has survived to the point. So now I made my own server, and here we are, still here like a year later. So it's a good sign.
Hey, it hasn't self-destructed yet, so... Right.
I mean, it probably helps that there's no racism or sexism, but it probably helps a little bit.
Very much so. I would not be here.
For context, previous servers have either died out naturally, or the most controversial of them all have been racist, sexist, and homophobic. So
yeah, we're not here to talk about server homophobia, because I was not here for server homophobia.
Yeah,
and
that was just for context.
Yeah, as much as I would love to talk about that, I think maybe we should not.
YouTube, we're not being, we're just acknowledging its existence.
Yeah, but I was gonna upload so next week I should probably have the first EEFSMP video up, but Uni here is the leader of, well, technically one of the owners. The other one is also my one of my favorite people, Vision of What, which I can only hope to ever be able to get on a sleep schedule where I can actually do an episode with her.
Good luck with that.
I can barely try to organize try to do a video with you.
Yeah, I mean, we made it
and
work.
You're literally only 3 hours behind me, so...
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Try,
Vision,
like, what, 12 hours?
Try. Yeah. But I had a question of... What sort of ideas do you sort of have for the server? Like, any sort of events or anything to try to revive the fact only, like, 3 of us currently play? Because we've just been busy.
Going hard, honey. Not kidding.
We're hard. First question.
You're asking for insider trading. Yikes, the secrets. Well, maybe not everyone knows, but Vision is currently on a month-long vacation, so she won't be back until next month. So there are some things that we are bringing up. Not necessarily for this season, because it seems like this season, like, the same people seem to be playing. The people who aren't playing just seem like they're done.
Yeah.
We don't want to change too much of, like, stuff that are already done. right? I can already say next season things will be different from this season, right? We
Um,
learn from every season,
I
and
can't get married to a house next season.
I
So
mean,
I gotta,
you
I gotta,
can.
I gotta start those videos up now so I can get married to your house before the end of the
Yep.
season.
Before we start regulating it, you gotta. we might charge you a stack of diamond blocks for you to marry houses next season. So you might wanna keep an eye on that.
And we can finish the season and the church will still not be done.
I mean, we could cross our fingers, hope, and if not, it will live on in our hearts forever.
Yeah. Sorry. But like, the server's really fun when people are actually able to be active.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's always hard because school and work. It's like especially when your work is not the server that you
Yeah.
play on.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is like, ooh, Hermitcraft
Yeah.
is great because then that's their job to kind of be there and just to,
Oh yeah.
obviously it's a lot harder than just being there, but to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
active and see people there, it's a lot easier that way.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah. I
we
had
can't get there.
Yeah, I've had a storyline for a little bit for my character, because every season I'm planning to do a different skin for my character, and I've had an idea from the beginning of the season, but I just haven't had the motivation to actually write out the lore. So hopefully I can try to squeeze my lore down a little bit.
Yeah.
I've had that animatic work in progress for some of lore for a while, and I just haven't been working on it because I have like 7 different animatics going on at the same time, which probably isn't that good.
Is that something you're working on personally, or are you like commissioning something?
Personally, it's all stuff for me.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah, no, I unfortunately am not, or at least I don't think I'm graced with the talent of drawing or animating, so I always commission people for all my stuff.
Oh yeah, like the plans of the frilly Madoka Magica magical girl dress idea for your VTuber.
Oh yeah, that one. We'll see when that happens, if it happens. If
I will draw
I'm not
fan
sure.
art of it and post it to my YouTube channel if it ever actually happens. Because I am currently sitting at 18.5k points.
Yeah. Get in there. Maybe by
and 32
maybe I don't know
subscribers.
about.
So I have 32 subscribers, so I'm going up in the world.
You're already almost there. Like,
Almost
Phil's
there.
shaking in his boots.
Tommy and it will fear me.
Yeah. Not
Another
the
loud
apartment he
blonde.
rented a while ago. You.
I might have to
Is he
get
still
that
in
out.
that
I
apartment?
don't know.
Let's hope not.
No idea.
Praying for Tommy in it.
But like, yeah, I might. Yudi here has already seen how I look with platinum blonde hair, so already coming for Phil's brand. There's gonna be a new loud blonde in the world.
Oh no. Good.
There's gonna be a few cuts. That's usually just like, I'm not sure if I can post this with a good conscience.
Yeah, no. You cut whatever you need out. I won't be offended whatsoever. Go for it.
Yeah. Oh, streaming. How did you get into streaming and stuff like that? I've been curious on that because I know what got me into YouTube was watching YouTubers, over time. But I'm really curious on what started getting you into streaming and, when you started.
It started as just like, I could try it out, see how it goes, and now it's just like something that I kind of just do almost every day. Started with like Vision was doing it, and I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty cool, right? I never like, I'm still obviously, as wealthy I'm getting from Twitch right now, I'm still relatively small. Those ads, man, making bank. But yeah, it was mostly just
the amount of times we have to yell ad land.
Yep.
Stop saying important things, we have ads.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying now. I used to like completely stop what I was doing for ads, but like now because like, you know, that's why subscribing is like an option. Now I'm like trying to be more like, not, don't worry about it. If it's like an important like story thing, I might try to, you know,
Stop it.
stop, like maybe hold a little bit. But if it's just like, you know, casual whatever's and whatnots, then I'll keep going. But yeah, most of it was just like, well, Vision kind of, I saw Vision doing it. I thought it was kind of cool. And then I was like, I mean, VTubers have always been a thing I was interested in. Maybe I could be a VTuber.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
you know, I don't feel comfortable putting my face like with my content.
oh,
Um,
same. Same.
yeah, I mean,
I'm not to
like,
that point yet. Maybe in the
mhm,
future, but
mhm,
like I'm still a teen, so I really don't want to, put my face out there for everyone to see.
yeah,
I've always sort of been really careful about my face online.
mhm,
Not when I was 10, but now that I'm a little older, I'm a lot more careful, and I don't want people to recognize me.
yeah,
I don't need someone pointing me out on the street like, hey, that person draws DreamSMP content on the internet. or,
mhm,
or they podcast and make Minecraft roleplay stories.
mm. Yeah. For me, it's less of that. Like, I don't think I'd necessarily mind as much of that. For me,
Hmm.
it's mostly just keeping like my streaming self separate from my relationship coaching business self. I want those to be separate sides because I'm sure, you know, on stream, you know, it's all jokes and giggles, and sometimes I make
Oh, yeah, yeah.
really, you know, edgy jokes. Sometimes I make
Very, very
references. Yeah, and
references.
I just, you know, I kind of want that separate from my serious, for, you know, from the serious side that is, you know, coaching on like
Yeah, yeah.
self and relationships and all that. That's,
Yeah, yeah.
for me, that was, I mean, originally it didn't start that way, but that's what it's kind of evolved into. Just me being like, okay, if I want to do both of these things kind of semi, well, twitching semi seriously, coaching really seriously. So it might be best to keep the jokes separate from the business.
Yeah. Yeah, I really want to keep my face private, mostly
Hmm.
though I would really like to be connected to my art in some way. I'd prefer being
Hmm.
under a label than I would be. I'd prefer being La Lune Arts compared to IRL Greg.
I roll Greg. It's just like, oh, hey, look, it's Greg.
This is my legal name.
Yep.
It's Greg.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that I'm
Yep.
AFAB.
Hmm.
Okay, so oh, this is connected to this sort of, streaming topic. What would you
Hmm.
do if you randomly just started, if you blew up in popularity? Not like you aren't already popular because you have me in your fandom, but
Hmm.
still.
Oh yeah. So
If you
just
actually,
all the popularity.
yes.
Um, that's a good question. I mean, I've never really thought about it because, like,
Mhm.
you know, the chances, especially on Twitch, are very small.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
I get that. I know
Um.
that I'm not expecting a lot of my I really appreciate comments when on my videos because because one, it pushes me out there at least even that small little bit,
Mhm.
but also it just means that people are actually seeing my content and it's just not me resetting the page and it's just registering as a new view.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. So I honestly like. I mean, I feel like it would kind of be just business as usual. Because if you know you blow up that like with what you're currently doing, that means you're doing something right. If you're blowing up from it, unless it's like, oh,
Yeah,
look at how stupid this kid, like, you know, obviously then it's a different case. But
yeah.
if
How
it's like
people
blowing up,
treated morgues, an
hmm
example. Or
yeah.
just
So like,
a lot of kids, which I don't
hmm
appreciate people who are like that. I don't like,
yeah,
as someone who used to really watch the commentary community, and I still watch a few like Quite and Pyrocynical occasionally.
hmm
I don't appreciate it when people just start attacking random YouTubers just because they're having fun. Or in the case of
yeah,
Morgs, they're just trying to get money because of the fact,
hmm
this is their job, you
hmm
know? And I,
it
I
is.
appreciate
It's
what
either
he's done.
their job or they're trying to make it.
Or yeah, yeah, and if it's working, you shouldn't. Well, one, I would just say, unless they're actually harming people with it working, I think they should just,
Yeah, that's always the thing. It's like if you're not harming anyone else, if maybe it's just harming you and not in any kind of like life-threatening way, like even then, it's like, okay, like, well, then there's no problem with it. It's always the thing with like society. We're amazing and great and all that. Um, but yeah, so I think it would just be another business as usual, especially if it's like genuine blow up, right? If it's not, if
I
people
think
actually genuinely care, then
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I'd personally die and then get resurrected
yeah.
if I suddenly blew up because of something I made, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, something that I've like noticed in the past where I've been rated by like 30 some people, right? And chat starts going off is I hype up. So I might
Yeah,
be
yeah,
fine. Yeah, for me the thing is I don't really die like in the moment. I'm just like, "Oh," and then like immediately after, I just like start jumping into comments and just talking a lot
oh
more.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh
I
so
remember your cyberpunk stream where you got like I think up to like 30 people actually watching with only a few people talking, but I was
yeah.
literally so excited because I think it was originally a rate of like 100.
Mhm.
And
I
that's
don't
what I think
remember,
that's what
but yeah.
I know that's what bumped you up to affiliate, and I was so
Yeah, it was one stream that just bumped me to affiliate. I'm like,
and I was
yes, I made
so
it.
proud because
Hmm.
that was around the time I just started watching your content, and it was
Hmm.
just very exciting because I was like, oh my god, my friend, he's succeeding.
Hmm.
I'm not sure how many. I think we got Vantas from those cyberpunk streams.
Yes, we did. Actually, well,
I think I
maybe.
started.
I think so. Yeah, I think Monty
I think
did.
he. Yeah, I think I met. At least I saw him for the first time in a
Hmm.
cyberpunk stream. I think he's been busy since
Yeah,
he hasn't showed up for a while. But like, I
I
love
think.
being able to have that community. You know.
Hmm. But also like with people like Montas, it's like or just in Twitch in general, not just Montas. People go there for very specific like games, right?
Oh
Which is
yeah, yeah.
why variety streaming is like probably the one of the hardest ways to get big. But like, so I don't want to like lock myself into a box. I don't want to be just a Minecraft streamer, although
Oh
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
consistent game that I've seen come and go in my channel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
I
also the reason why some people come and go. It's just because it's not their kind of content anymore, right?
yeah, yeah. I've very much wanting to do variety content in my own YouTube channel. So like
Hmm.
that's why I currently am planning the upload schedule of. This isn't permanent because I'm not sure how well I will take to the schedule. I'm trying to sort it out. But I'm thinking
Hmm.
Sundays is the podcast, Wednesdays
Hmm.
is gonna be EEF. Like maybe every 2 weeks would be EEF Wednesdays,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
Fridays every week would be a various different things. Like sometimes I would do. I know I have a video. I think I have something coming up on Friday for Fates, which is a really old childhood game I used to play a lot. That was my first RPG. Uh,
Hmm.
like what is it? Down, up down RPG game. I know
Hmm.
that's the game It's a game I recently found out was on Steam, so I immediately got it for like $2.
Nice, a steal.
I mean, yeah, it's also like it's a 17. It's like it's old. I'm pretty sure the game's older than me. Like it's
Oh,
17 years old.
oh
It's a very old
dang.
game. So like, well, I don't think it's
Yeah.
17, but I think it. I
Hmm.
remember playing it when I was like 6.
Hmm.
So at least 11 years. So like,
It better be less than $10.
I mean, yeah, it's a very old game, and it used to
Hmm.
only be available on Wild Tangent, which I used to have a subscription to it, but I don't think I do anymore.
Mm.
It was only available on Wild Tangent, so it was very much a lot of my childhood because those games were just what I had. I know
Hmm.
another game I
Yeah.
would love to start playing would be Emily Delicious, which is like a management sim, which I think was a major reason why I love management sims was that series because it had like a whole story arc you could go through her childhood and stuff. And I just really
Hmm.
like those sort of games because that Diner Dash and stuff. And I also
Ooh,
have
Diner Dash. I love. Oh,
oh
haven't
I
heard that in
I
years.
had the idea of recording Wedding Dash, but it wouldn't load on my computer. It,
So
it
wedding dash? What? I haven't heard of this.
do you know, let me look up the character. I'll probably put her face on screen, but she's like, I don't know what her relationship with Flo is, but I think she's married, like, it's like, I don't know, she's not married to Flo, but like, she's very close to Flo. It was like a spin-off of Diner Dash. It was like a wedding version of it, and it was very fun. I wonder if I can pirate it. No, we do not support piracy here. We support
edit that out.
Totally.
cut it.
We support things that are totally legal. Entirely
Unless
legal.
it's mega corporations, then pirate. I can say that, but
it's called I Got Amori totally free for a reason.
Yeah, mega corporations pirate. Local, game developer, pay for that.
Oh yeah, unless they're not the best person.
Yeah, unless they're like, said some things on Twitter.
Said some things on Twitter, you really are. But like this game, I would really love to play. But like, I know that she got married to. I think this character, like in the photo that I sent you, I think she got married to a guy, and there was like a whole wedding a game that was based around her marriage. But I don't know, because for some reason my brain would not stop imagining her and Flo in a relationship for some reason. I mean, look at the hair. You guys will see the photo. I mean, look at her hair, and have you seen Flo from Diner Dash? I might edit a photo of them kissing. Just
or just add an edit that is like very janky, and it's clearly your mouse and just like moving their faces next to each other.
But like, you've seen. Oh, it's sent twice. Whoops. But like,
yes,
those two. Look at Flo. It makes sense. This is so off. This is why we're called the off-topic closet.
Yeah.
Where were we? We were at, I think, we were at Suddenly Blew Up. Suddenly
blew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what the great thing about having a topic list is. But, like, I would love to play a lot of games from my childhood like that, and Dragon Keeper, which was my entire childhood. I love that series so much. But Dragon Keeper, I would absolutely love to play on my channel, but I have no idea what games my friends and watchers are interested in.
I mean, you could always try just like playing a game, putting it out, and seeing if it blows up, and if it does, then clearly into it.
I think I'm gonna do a few Sims 3 episodes. I do the Sims 4, but the Sims 4 hates OBS for some reason. I don't know why.
Sims 4 hates a lot of things.
I was gonna say something that I really am glad I didn't. But I think some other games I might stream are record would be Stardew Valley. And some of the games I've given to you as like a recommendation, like Lobotomy Corporation. I almost said a game that would have really would not have been good because it's banned on Twitch.
Great.
Yes, you should play this game that is banned on the platform you stream on.
Yeah.
But I might play Stardew Valley. I've considered playing Risk, maybe with Little and Imp. I wonder how I would make that work without Little having a mic. I also have Spore, and I have a bunch of other games on my Steam I've never played, which would have been really fun to, play for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, if I could get a person to play it with, Battle Block Theater would be really fun to play with someone, But literally no one in my friends list owns the game.
It's an old game though. I remember playing it back on Xbox 360.
Oh,
man.
a correction. Two friends own it, but I don't know who the heck the other person is because they have a blank name.
Just message them like, hey, who are you?
Who are you? Why have you played 10 hours and can you play with me?
Yeah, right.
I do have the Danganronpa games, but I have played those, so like it would be very, very boring because I already know the ending to all those, you know?
Oh yeah, that's always the thing with replaying games. It's like, I already know that. Already know what's gonna happen. That's why I like wait years before I like replay a game.
Oh yeah. Or if you're, well, for like content, it's like something you have to do. If you're trying to, like, I have Channelise. I've heard it's, for some reason this game is banned on Twitch too, but I'm like, why is it banned on Twitch? There's literally nothing, you know, dirty about it.
Yeah. Maybe
like,
they just have some beef, the game devs and them.
At least I think it could be a game that just shares the same name, you know? But Reciteer, I've played it before, but I haven't ever reached the ending because I used to be really bad at management simulators. Heck, and there's also games that I just never had the motivation to actually play through, which is like Long Live the Queen, Oxygen Not Included. I've never beaten a game of Oxygen Not Included. And
I've
there
never
are just
played it.
other
I've
games.
seen it, but
It's a management simulator, so I really do want you to play Reciteer because it's really good, but it's such an old game too, you know?
Yeah.
Some of the recommendations I have are games that I used to watch when I was like 8, so like maybe they're not the best to play on stream. I have to look up to see if one of the games I wanted to suggest to you is banned on Twitch, but it's also a very big trigger warning, so maybe not.
No.
Because it's a Corpse Party like game. Do you know Corpse Party?
No, not familiar.
It's pretty much a bunch of students are stuck in a alternate dimension like thing, and they have to escape, but if they die, they kind of die permanently in the real world too. And it gets very gory, so like it can be a very big trigger warning.
Yeah, that's
and I can always play I can play some dating simulators because I have the I Love You Colonel Sanders game.
Yes.
Capitalism, but it's a free game, so like.
Right. Yeah.
It's a free game. I can get away with it.
And
I can always, but and I have quite a few that are up and comings that I really want to like help get out there because they're games that I'm really interested in getting developed. But
yeah.
Okay, so I had a question on my second topic list that was, so school is starting up for most people now, and I wanted to know what was your school experience like your high school experience specifically.
Oh boy.
I'm going deep today.
Well,
I'm going deep into your soul.
Yes, dive in deep. Well, I mean, I wasn't out and about till what, my senior year, I think. Yeah. So the first 3 years were an interesting experience. I mean, I had like an okay time, right? I was in like marching band. For the first 2 years, it was great, right?
Yeah.
Last 2 years were a lot more meh. But that was just because of how things changed, and you know, when something's great, you don't want it to change, and obviously people have to graduate, so then people go, right?
Yeah.
So obviously all that.
It really sucks when most of your friends are seniors when you're a freshman.
Right. Yeah.
I was a senior who I was a freshman who was adopted by a lot of seniors who thought I was a sophomore because I was because every year everyone who is a higher grade than you just thinks you're a sophomore if you're decently behaved.
I don't know if that was my experience, but
at
yeah,
my school,
I don't know if that.
Everyone thinks you're a higher grade than you normally are. If you're decently behaved in the beginning of the school year, Like
Mhm.
I had multiple seniors say, "Oh, you're a freshman?" And I'm like, "Yes, please don't mention the rest of them." And I think
Mhm. I
everyone has
mean,
that experience
mhm.
eventually, at least at my school. Sorry.
Yeah. But usually, like, at least in my experience, right? Because like everyone kind of like knew the faces, right? Knew each other's faces. Like we all remember seeing them all
Yeah.
around. So like
Mhm.
usually could tell like, you know, have they been here for a while? Okay, they're probably a senior or a junior. It's not always accurate, but like usually like it is, just because like these are people. Even if you don't talk to them, you definitely see them in passing, every day. But yeah, in high school I was a quiet kid. Definitely not as outspoken as I am now. Now I'll call all the
Mhm.
BS out. Um but especially the beginning, towards the end I was like letting loose. I was just full on
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm calling you out. But now or in at the beginning, a quiet kid, did not talk.
Oh yeah.
Talking negative. Decibels
No,
none. Like
never. Yeah, I have recent. Well, I have been a lot more talkative throughout my high school experience than I was in middle school. I think I've
mhm,
talked to you about how bad my middle school experience was. I
mhm,
still hate my middle school teacher, and she still teaches there. I have reference of like, okay, so I have a one of my dad's friends is like a guy who is not that much older than me. He's like in his 20s, like his mid 20s. So
mhm,
I get to know what my middle school was like in the early 2000s. One, he hated one
yeah.
of the teachers I absolutely adored, but like
Interesting.
nowadays, like, but again, he had reason to because she's also known for having a stick up her butt sometimes, which I love her
Mhm.
because she actually forced people to do their work.
Yeah.
But also, I understand why he didn't like her. But it's like interesting to be able to know like which teachers were like this and which teachers were like that. This gym
Yeah.
teacher that I mentioned, he was like, "Oh my god, she still works there."
Mhm. Yep.
And it wasn't in the positive. Oh my god, not the "Oh my god, she still works there." It's the
Yeah.
I feel bad for
Typically,
you.
the teachers that like even like today are currently like ugh, are usually have not changed much like from the past much, so they likely were
Yeah,
still
yeah.
ugh back then.
Like unless something significant happened to them, like an extreme form of grief that had
Yeah.
happened and it messed with their head a little, because even when you're an adult, grief can mess you up like
Yeah.
heavily. But like she was just, I am keeping myself, I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna say it like this and I'm gonna censor it. She's a fucking yay. I've been hanging around Vision too much.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I
always the
hate
thing. Like,
using
if you're
that
gonna be
word.
like that,
I
yeah,
don't like
if you're gonna
saying
be
that.
like that, why are you in teaching? Why is that your profession if that's how you're
I
gonna
was
be?
the fat kid who also smelled like cigarettes in a gym
Mm.
class. In a gym
Mm-hmm.
class of skinny volleyball girls who were her students because she was the volleyball coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
like
I was
why?
bullied. And she did not
Mm.
give a. One time I asked to go to the counselor because I was having really bad thoughts. And I even asked during lunch too, and she just said no.
Mm-hmm.
She said
Nah,
no,
that's
and
the
I'm
point where
like,
you just go on your own.
yeah, I would have, but like, I needed to pass that class to get up to 8th grade. Oh, did I
Yeah.
mention this was middle school? Like, I was in 7th
Yes.
grade, and I think I was at my heaviest I've ever been. And it did
Mm-hmm.
not motivate me to try to lose weight. It only made
Well,
me
of course not.
fall. It only made me fall into my depression because I was in a bunch of because I was an advanced kid. I was an honors student. I was
Mm-hmm.
very much an honors student. Uh, but I struggled with, my grades because I was in a bad place and I only wanted to
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
play Minecraft all day because I was depressed.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, I wanted to play Minecraft all day. I wanted to not do anything because I hated everyone around me because I hated
Mm-hmm.
myself at the same time. I
Yeah.
hated myself. Oh, I hated everyone around me, and everyone around me that wasn't like very kind, that wasn't like outwardly kind to me, probably
Mm-hmm.
hated me too because I was also a priss, is what I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
I was not.
Yeah.
I was not the best of people. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
after that year was when I met. Oh wait, I should probably censor his name because he does not want to be referenced. But I met my friend, and that I invited to the server that introduced the PST gang mostly, and pretty much he's been my closest friend for the longest time. I love them so much because they make me happy and make me interact with people.
Yeah.
They helped me out of my shell and realized, oh, humanity isn't doomed.
I mean, it is, but it isn't.
It isn't, but I also was a lot worse before I met them, so, I'm a lot better now. But, okay. Speaking of the PST gang, how's it been with them? I haven't heard much about it. I know you guys have a private server and stuff, and how is just hanging out with them? Because I specifically haven't seen Link hopping in at 3 a.m. their time to talk to you guys.
They just haven't. That's really it. I don't know what's up with Link recently. I don't know. PST we don't really. It's kind of just there, there sometimes messages will pop up in there, but that's about it. People are busy, schedules don't meet up, so they plan on watching movies together, but we just don't find the right time to do it.
Yeah,
and also just
that.
Of the PST gang, me and Sharky are the ones that are the most usually active. The rest of them, I mean, I'm sure they got their lives and stuff, but yeah, it's only me and Sharky who are usually around for the most part.
Yeah, because most of the PST gang are kids in high school, so
yeah.
Except for Link, because I think Link graduated this year.
Was it this year? I thought Link was...
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know much about Link.
I don't remember. It's been time is all
I met
mushed
Link
into
this
a ball.
year. So I met Link when they joined the server, so
yeah. Time is just mushed up into a ball, and
yes,
now we're
very
here.
much so. Okay. So I also know that you and Sharky have been watching the latest few episodes of Hermitcraft. Well, not the latest few. The last few, the first few episodes. I haven't watched a lot of the later ones, so the only spoilers I've been getting, luckily, have been photos that show up on my timeline on Tumblr, or things that show up on YouTube. I just recently got spoiled for Grian's recent episode, but I was like, oh yeah, that was happening. That was happening. That's all I'm saying to you, because I know you don't want spoilers. But
I did watch Grian's latest video. I did.
Oh, the one with
I watched
Grumbot?
it already.
I haven't watched it, but I am so excited, and because I did watch a lot of season 6. Which episode was the My Sailor Moon? Was it season 6? Or was
I think it was 6.
I think it was 7, actually. I think it was 7.
Because Before the Moon, which was last season, I think was the Resistance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 7.
Yeah. My Sailor Moon Resistance was because I was watching season 6 right before season 7 started. Not season 8, since season 8 started. I didn't watch all of season 8 from every perspective, but I did watch. Yeah. I still have over 300 videos to watch.
Me and Sharky still have 450.
I mean, I'm a little more caught up than you guys, but luckily my recent hobby, which is diamond painting, which is one thing I was going to mention in a private podcast, but I think I'll just bring it up here. Diamond painting, these little those glue things that you just stick these little fake rhinestones onto. It's been really big on TikTok lately, and I've just been doing it.
I've been seeing a little bit of it too.
I've mostly been seeing it. My mom got into it, and I asked to try it out, so she got me 6 smaller ones that are really cute. I could probably send you one of these because I absolutely love it. I'm gonna. Oops! I almost dropped a pin on the floor. That would have been bad. I don't need to drop a pin, Let's get that photo. 1. I'm not. It'd be funny if I didn't cut this out. Here we go. But I'm gonna probably put these in the video because I'm not someone who's gonna do Pictionary.
Yeah.
I'm bad at
draws
Pictionary.
draws it into the video.
But like this is because some podcast, because it annoys me when podcasts just are like, let's do some Pictionary here. I say as one of my favorite podcasts of all times did that. Which reminds me, I didn't pay attention to any of my podcasts this year, but like I expected that because of the fact that I usually only use it during the school year when I listen to my podcasts.
Yeah.
So like I have some podcasts that are like, oh, you have 100 episodes that you have to catch up to, and I'll finish that within like 2 weeks of school. So I really don't worry about my podcasts during like summer.
I mean, podcasts are good for like while you're doing other things. So.
Like when you're doing smaller works and stuff like that. Sometimes it's good for writing, but sometimes it just makes you not want to do anything because you're like, ooh, pretty words going off in brain.
That's never my experience. My experience is always I always have to have something else playing while I'm doing something else, especially if it's a video game.
I do too, but I do tend to dissociate at the same time.
I miss some things, but I get like the main point of it is for me like how it works.
Yeah. I sometimes dissociate for like a solid 8 to 10 minutes, and then I'll tune back in and it's a new episode and I'm like, what's going on? That's the issue, especially though I do mostly listen to true crime, mostly because I'm paranoid and I'm like, how would I have avoided this situation?
Yeah.
Usually it's not leaving my house. Like seriously, or not meeting up with my friends on the internet. Not gonna lie, I would not meet up with you right now, mostly because of the fact one, I'm broke. But two, I am a paranoid person. You get that, right?
Oh yeah, no, don't trust anyone on the internet. Don't trust me. What? I'm surprised some people trust to send me money. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I've made it an option to help with the, supporting of the server. And you guys are just like, all right. I'm like, oh, okay. Very trusting, but be careful, guys.
You could you very much could just, like, close the server one day and run away and block everyone.
And just, like, run off. But
you could always just say, hasta la vista, baby, and just leave.
Yeah, right? It's like, oh, money, thank you.
Money?
Just gonna pull a Boris Johnson, just like, alright, I'm gonna go, see ya.
Yeah, but I feel like Vision would chase after you somehow.
Yeah. Vision, or either that, or she'd just be like, alright, so that's the end. Because Vision has made it very clear she will not run the server on her own.
Vision sees you ran away and he is like, poof.
Yeah, she's like, oh, I guess it's my turn. Skedaddle.
Vision's an amazing person. Like, I was still very hesitant when I joined Origins because I think, because Millie pretty much, the way Casual Chaos, or Millie, just straight up came in was pretty much how she introduced it was, hey, you want to join a Minecraft server to a group to my creative writing club, like, just like, hey, you guys want to join a Minecraft server? You have to be 16 plus though. And I'm like, I'm 16 plus and I don't have and I am like, I don't have anything going on, so sure, why not? And then I met you wonderful people, so. But still, it was hilarious, but like, still. And now, I have a feeling Casual just really likes, really likes Origin servers, because they're already trying, I think they want me to join modded servers a lot more, you know? I've said no because I don't have time to devote myself to a Pixelmon server right now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's, sorry, I'm just, oh, Do you have any ideas for server lore right now? Because I know that next season you have talked about being a cat pirate, which I have joked about being a mouse on a ship of cats. Because we've joked about basing together next season.
Yeah.
It'd be really fun.
When you say server lore, you mean like for me or for like the server as a whole?
Either or, as a server as a whole, or just like your own character lore, because I am enjoying writing that myself.
I feel like server as a whole is very difficult to do, right? Even Hermitcraft, like a lot of it is not scripted, right? They did something, you know, like have you seen anything about Rendog? Like, have you gone? I don't want to spoil anything.
I've heard about Rendog being king, which I should probably put at the beginning of this episode. Hey, we have some Hermitcraft server.
Okay, yeah.
Spoilers
but
here.
you have heard of Rendog and a certain position. Okay.
Yes.
So
and Rendog as being king.
Yeah. So assuming you put up the spoiler, yeah, Rendog being king, right? So like stuff like that, I'm sure they they all agreed beforehand.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
like the whole election
hopefully
before.
Yeah, right. But like things like that, it's just hard to do, especially for a server with people who aren't playing as consistently. Because then if people stops playing, lore just kind of falls apart. Which is why me and Vision have kind of been leaving it to our own personal stories. I'd love to do something that starts getting closer to full server lore, right? I'd love to get somewhere there, but it just with the current community, and not to like drag the community or anything, everyone's
absolutely
got their own things going on.
Everyone's amazing. Like, I love what Buddy is doing with her corporation, even though I make fun of it because, corporation.
Yeah.
I make fun of it being a corporation, but I love what she's been doing. It's like really cool, and seeing Steelmeyer develop, like, I still want to pretend to be the weapons the weapons maker who just technically isn't in charge of weapons. They just make a lot of them. Like, you wouldn't trust me with all the TNT I have.
Yeah. So like things like that is cool, but really connecting everything is a little bit hard, which is why we'll probably keep it to like
the individual
personal lore. Now, in regards to like lore for myself, I've actually there's something coming eventually, hopefully within the next month or couple of months, that will kind of get me deeper into my own lore. This is the first time I'm mentioning anything coming, so I guess you get an exclusive sneak peek. But yeah, something is coming. You'll see it in my Twitch stream. So for anyone who watches my Twitch streams, something will be coming eventually, and it will go deeper into the lore, and when that comes out, I will explain further what the lore is. I think only Sharky knows. Sharky, if you're listening, you better not say anything. But yeah, no spoilers, Sharky. You spoil it, Sharky. Yeah, you spoil it, Sharky.
I should draw a little make a little thing of your icon just pointing a gun at Sharky.
But yeah, so there is lore coming. I am thinking, I'm already, because I don't know when 1.20 is coming out, but I do know for me personally, I would like to start a new season already. I'm already feeling that tickle, that tingly feeling of like, yes, new stuff. But obviously it'll be a while before then.
I do recommend waiting till 1.20, and I hope 1.20 takes a lot
we will
longer.
We will be waiting for 1.20. I hope 1.20 doesn't take as long, but I hope they do it right this time.
I would personally wish for them to take longer and do it right. Than having them speed it out, because even then, even if they do it right, it'll probably not be as good as if they took their time.
Yeah. See, the thing is, they have to speed things out because the amount of content is just not there.
Yeah.
Like 1.19, it's like people they're already done with it. Like, okay, a mangrove biome. Okay, that's cool.
I was very much not impressed with 1.19.
Yeah. Like, if they came out with the deep dark, mangrove, swamp, and birch forest, then maybe they could have,
Add a
take
new
their
flower.
time,
I would
right?
have really appreciated a new flower.
Hmm. Actually, you know what? No, if birch, swamp, mangrove, deep dark, and what's that? Archaeology, that would have been
I think
so good.
archaeology is on hold permanently for now,
Yeah.
which is really sad. But like, I completely understand it if they couldn't figure out what they were doing. I still would have
Yeah.
appreciated fireflies. Like,
Hmm.
they didn't even
Yeah.
need to make frogs eat them. They could just be there for like aesthetic purposes.
And they said it's just because some frogs are, deathly
I
allergic to them.
I think
Like,
most frogs are.
oh, most. Okay, I
I
keep hearing
think.
some, but
I think
okay.
it's
But
most
even then,
frogs.
they could have added flies, if not for just a fly. Just something to make Minecraft more atmospheric. But yeah, but I guess back to like the lore stuff. I am already planning stuff to transition into next season.
Yeah, yeah.
That will lead
Yeah.
into what my thing is for next season. But I think I'm kind of settling on Catboy, Pirate, Unisai for next season. I think, regardless
Yeah.
of what the update brings, I feel like
Yeah,
that's something.
I'm still thinking mouse character would be really nice if we do end up, being bases together, because mouse and cat.
Yeah.
I think that would be
Also,
really cool.
this might well, there's okay, so there's, along with like some things new that are coming to the server, I think me and Vision have talked about like not worrying too much about towns next season, so that might not be so much of a thing. And with that,
we're officially a towny server, but we don't do towns.
no one really does it because responsibility. But so like along with that, we will be, we'll be removing some things, right? Some features we won't have as much next season, that I still have to talk to Vision about. But like one of the things is like, living together. I'm thinking next season, like I think I want to take more of a Hermitcraft approach. Mixing themes right next to each other. I wouldn't mind too much about that, right? I could take the coast and the ocean, and then like 20 blocks inland is like, I don't know, a giant castle. I wouldn't mind that, actually.
Oh yeah,
I think that would be fantastic, right? And then that way
everyone living in your house.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be
in your walls.
I've never built a ship before, so I don't know how spacey it'll be, but we will find out when I build one.
We could always make a fleet, because technically,
I mean, that is my plan. My plan is to make a fleet of ships.
Yep, as long as we're not privateers.
Yeah.
Privateers are government owned. At least I think they are. They're Navy. Yeah. We are not Navy. We're pirates.
Yeah, no, we are full-on pirates. Yeah. Along with pirates, I think next season I will only be trading in gold. I think, because pirates. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I'll have to figure out how that's gonna work.
Oh, we could always make like a form of like transactional. Like, one, I think it would be very interesting if every shop had we could do more traditional Hermitcraft like shops. Though I'm not sure how well it would be received, because, I find the shopkeepers a little irritating. If you want to sell something like, 3 stacks for a diamond, you can't do that with the shopkeeper plugin.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with the shopkeepers is you don't have to use them, right? There's also a chest variant, but yeah, I do feel like maybe I want to go back into Hermitcraft style shops, The reason why shopkeepers exist originally, and it has worked, is to prevent theft.
Excluding that one time. Excluding the one time they glitched. And someone could adjust yours.
Yeah, it's mostly to prevent theft and stuff and protect, whoever the shop. But I guess, along with that, it's not too difficult for them to find where the chest is and take it out. But it is,
the chests are locked.
Are they?
Yeah, they're locked to anyone who, can't access
them. Didn't know that. Well, I guess there's that, but that is.
It was helpful, but I still don't know how those people that were messing around and stealing from shops edited your villagers at all. I don't know how they did that.
I'm not sure I don't know what you're talking about.
A while ago, a group of people were like messing or like taking stuff, including from my old base. I think they also messed with your shop because I think they took all of your mending books.
I don't remember
something.
that, but
I
do remember them like
vividly.
stealing from your house. But I don't remember them.
I think it might have been a separate group of people. Like the thing registered and allowed, because you know how you're able to access every shop, probably.
Yeah.
I think they somehow managed to do that, but somehow get that. I don't know how they did, but I think the thing glitched a bit, and they could access every shop. It was weird.
Maybe. I mean, but we also had a hacker ring, so if it was part of the hacker ring, they could have might have.
We had a hack. Like, was it an actual hacker ring?
Yeah, like 4 people.
I thought it was only I thought it was like separate people, like separate.
It started with one person joining and like establishing themselves, and then like I guess their friends joined afterwards and started flying across the end.
Redacted was a really good person. I was actually talking to them while I was building the church, like the first like layer. And I was asking them if I should just go pure stone or if I should do deep slate, and they said pure stone. Because I was like, should I mix? Because I am mixing a lot of things and stuff, which I do have to work on the church for the video because it's required for my lore.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, they're nice, but like at least one of them, the one who settled in first, they were pretty cool.
They were a
until
decent person until
the only reason they got caught was because their friends came in and started like just straight up creative flying across the end, and then we investigated their minds and there was X-ray. So that's they would have gotten away with it if if their friends didn't
rat them out. We would have probably we would probably not be having this conversation if they hadn't invited their friends.
But yeah, that's the reason for like the shopkeepers. But if next season things seem to be all right, then I might go more of the Hermitcraft route. But the shopkeepers might still be there. But
I probably won't do shopkeepers next season, mostly just because. As much as I love Skellerocker, Noah, and Ganon, they're kind of annoying to deal with.
Yeah. So we'll see. I feel like the EEFSMPs might be getting a little bit too far from where I would like survival to be, like survival plus. It's getting, for me personally. But yeah, there's some things I want to cut back on. But yeah, that's it. That's that on like shops and stuff.
Yeah, I do personally like writing more for my characters. I do that with my single player worlds, and I don't, tell people of them because they're my stories to tell. But I like writing stories and stuff like that. It's my sort of thing. I literally write fan fiction for fun. Everyone go read 15 Years Wasn't Enough on AO3 at La Lune Arts. It'll be in the description alongside Uni's streaming. Me advertising in my own video.
I mean, where else are you gonna advertise?
Yeah.
Your own video is the best place to advertise.
Oh, I just looked at the thing. One of them is streaming. How fun? Question mark. I don't know what I meant. That's the one I was talking about. I think that one was connected to the streaming topic I mentioned earlier. But I also thought of what games do you like playing outside of Minecraft and stuff like that you don't play for stream? Like, I know you tried Far Cry 5 a little while ago, and then you stopped streaming it because it was a game you'd enjoy on your own. What kind of games do you personally like what genres and stuff?
I mean, off stream, like first-person shooters are like kind of, or just shooters in general, kind of my thing. Right now, I'm focusing like mostly on Minecraft, which I do stream, but I also do a lot of the work off stream.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love talking to this guy at 3 a.m. my time. It's so fun. 3 a.m. my
3 a.m.
time.
3 a.m. your time, but also like I'm still up at 3 a.m. my time. 6 a.m. your time.
I'm waking up at 6 a.m. my time. So.
And guess what? I'm still mining away.
Either mining away or watching Hermitcraft of Sharky.
Oh no, if we're watching Hermitcraft, I'm also mining away. You know, I'm just watching Hermitcraft while doing it.
Mining away.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
But
you're
like,
good. But
but
yeah, like other games, like I really got addicted. What from within the last month to Fortnite? You know, I used to think it was still this like cringy, you know, very
it's
like
just not my type of game.
ick. You know, it
Yeah,
kind of gives me the icks. But like
I
now,
understand
Fortnite
it
has
now.
definitely like yeah. Before when
Developed.
it started, definitely very cringy, very you know built for
Yeah,
like you know the
kids.
dances and all that. But like now it's like it's definitely developed to a whole new thing because they have full on events, they have collabs with big brands. Recently
Yeah, yeah.
they just they just had a collab with Dragon Ball Z for I think there's a new movie or something
Seriously?
coming out. Yeah, they just had and they you know you could buy their characters. They added the Kamehameha thing as a weapon in the game temporarily, you know and I think like that and the complexity of Fortnite, right? Like now you have like mods for cars. Now you have like different ways you could get from A to B. And now it's not just about dances. Now they have like actual like copyrighted music for dances. Like I'm like, yeah, this is legit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
So like Fortnite is the one that I've been mostly getting addicted to. I haven't really been playing much outside of Minecraft and Fortnite. I used to play Battlefield 2042, but you know that game, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know they've been updating it, but it hasn't. You know, after the first wave of me trying to play it, it kind of lost that spark for me. But I go back every now and then. But it's mostly Fortnite and Minecraft.
Yeah, yeah, I totally understand that. I tend to prefer like I've said before, simulating simulators. Life sims are like
Hmm.
my favorite type of game. They're so
Yeah.
hard to find a good life sim that isn't just complete trash or The Sims.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't need EA having another $600 of my money. And I don't know how to pirate The Sims without it being like, oh god, that's a 7 hour time span of, downloading. Great,
Hmm.
fun,
Yeah.
good luck. Good luck. And then it stops working halfway through and then you're just banging your head against the desk.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot my Origin account and what username and password and even email I had for it. So I had to buy The
Mm-hmm.
Sims 4 again.
Oh, password
And then
manager, honey.
I was also 8, so like
Oh, okay.
I was a little kid who was gifted it, and then I didn't know any
Mm-hmm.
of that. I was really little, so like yeah,
Hmm.
that didn't really work out. And
Yeah.
I had to get it again when I got my own Origin account, because before that I
Hmm.
was playing. Well, after that fiasco with the version I got for like a gift, I had to
Hmm.
play on my
Yeah.
mom's account where she already bought it. So pretty much my family has bought The Sims 4 3 times.
Great.
And I don't want to spend any more money on EA.
Yeah.
That doesn't include my 500 hours of The Sims 3 before I figured out how to mod it.
Mm.
Which, like, 500 hours in The Sims 3, I'm pretty sure 200 of it came in 2 weeks. Not 200 of it, like, not in, like, 2 weeks, but, like, 2 months. Like, that's how
Hmm.
much I used to play The Sims 3. Which
Mm.
is a
Yeah.
reason why I'm doing it for my channel.
Hmm.
And this is just fun to do. It's just, The Sims is
Yeah.
fun, but, like, sometimes it just gets annoying, and then you forget to play it for 4 months.
Some games just do it to you. You know, they
Like,
get you
you get
just
hooked,
attached so hard.
get attached for, like, a month, and then you don't play it for 2 years.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a break off of this game for like a couple days, and then you forget about it because you found another game, and then you're
And
like, oh
then
yeah, huh?
you,
I was really going hard on that before, huh?
yeah, and then you start a new save, and then you have infinite save files
Yep.
in your thing,
I
because
used to, I that used to be Minecraft Worlds back on the Xbox 360, or actually no, after that was like
me
the
too. Me
on
on
my
Minecraft
computer.
Worlds, on my computer
Hmm.
too. I used to do that a lot, and I just don't
Yeah.
enjoy. And it's fun because I didn't really enjoy single player Minecraft that much.
Mm.
I
I
don't
did for
enjoy.
a while.
I did too, but like that was when I was little, and I just build more and more on this one flat world where I just I wish I had that motivation to play 9 hours and make stories on a personal server.
Yeah.
But like now I mostly just spend my time on either Hypixel Skyblock or EEF or you know, The Sims, like I've said. Like, I've been playing a lot of The Sims 4 lately. I actually was inspired to make another novel. Because, you know how I'm a writer. I really like writing. I have plans for a romance novel that connects to the fantasy story I've had in mind. And it's all because I started doing, like, a royalty where this, like, little royal family all exist in this, like, little palace. And the firstborn is pretty much acting like a little... The firstborn is pretty much a maid, but is like royal advisor / maid, personal, you know, assistant. Make sure that the actual queen is the actual future king or queen. Ian actually focuses in like their. I make lore for my Sims, so.
I mean, that's one way to like keep you interested. Just make lore for everything that you play.
Yeah, pretty much. It's worked. It's worked.
Yeah, right?
No, don't want to look at that. Sorry, I was looking at my screenshots to show you the little girl that I made for this, what she currently looks like, because she's adorable. This is how she looks. She's a baby. And I'm also going to send a photo of her on her horsey, because she's a little girl. She's aged up since then, so I don't have an updated version of her as a child, but and she also has 2 little siblings, but her name is, I believe, Olivia, like Olivia with an A, Olivia. Okay. I don't remember how I pronounced it when I named her. It was just a randomly generated name from the actual game, so
yeah,
but she's like cute, isn't she?
Yeah, nice, cute little thing.
She only has...
Out here riding that horse.
Yep, she likes that little wooden horsey.
Is that a ghost cat?
No, that's the imagination skill.
Oh, okay, like ghost cat?
No, I don't have the expansion pack to have ghost cats.
Oh, that's the real thing?
Yeah, if your sim dies, they can become a ghost.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons I'm excited to do a legacy challenge on The Sims 3, so I can see Ghost Cat. Because it's really fun. Oh, and we're actually getting close to the end of my topic list. What are your favorite YouTubers? I'm pretty sure I'm not wanting you to include the Hermitcraft YouTubers, because I'm pretty sure I have a feeling what your favorite YouTuber would be if you include the Hermitcraft.
You're kind of cutting in and out right now. What was the question?
What are your favorite YouTubers, excluding the Hermitcraft group?
Excluding Hermitcraft.
Yes.
Well, right now it is a lot of Hermitcraft, but here, let me see. What have I been watching recently besides Hermit? Because it's literally just been months. Hermitcraft. Yeah.
There's
okay, so
a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching like Smosh stuff. Like, I've always been a fan of their stuff. They're pretty cool. Their laugh challenges, I like it. And then I watch like College Humor, some of their skits. I think they're great. Every now and then I'll catch like a Jacksepticeye video that I think is cool, or a Markiplier video.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Really cool.
I've been watching occasional Markiplier, but I've mostly been personally watching Video Essayists. Because Vision recently got me hooked on the Amelia Earhart, because Vision conspiracy theories, we absolutely love Vision when they talk about conspiracy theories, because it just gets me really excited, because those are some of the things I like to talk about, but I don't talk about that often. I have joked about inviting Vision on the podcast and pulling up a list of conspiracy theories and research just so I can do that with them. But, like, I enjoy things like that, but I mostly have been reading a lot recently while watching video essays by Johnny Two Cellos, and what is his name? Let me look up his name real quick. Stull.
Mm-hmm. I'm not familiar with these people, but all right, that's cool.
Fear of clones. Sorry, I'm looking it up. Oh,
No,
Jacob Geller. Jacob Geller. He has been one of my favorites, and he doesn't post often enough because video essayists need time to prepare their videos.
Mm-hmm.
But then I just watch it all in 1 minute, and then I'm like, ah, dang.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's how it be
yeah.
sometimes.
Like, I think I got hooked with the 8-hour first Victorious video by, I don't remember who, but I watched that entire thing, and then when I finished it, the second episode came out with the 8 hours, and I'm like, oh! And then I went back and watched all of their videos.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to binge YouTubers, and then I drop them. I'm like, I don't want to play with you anymore.
I mean, same here. Yeah.
And then go on to the next thing.
And then, like, yeah, and then years later, like, oh yeah, I forgot about this person.
And then I just start binging their content again.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, I have not. You're actually one of the reasons I actually got into Twitch. Like, I didn't watch streamers. You're one of the reasons I got into Twitch.
Oh, okay.
I really wasn't a person who watched live streams. I sometimes watched VODs, but I preferred video content. But, like, having that interaction with a smaller streamer is actually really fun. I find that it's fun
sometimes too, but I don't watch all that much.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that much recently because, well, one, one of my main people is currently on vacation for a month.
Yeah.
Because Vision is, I remember there was like a solid 10 minutes after you finished The Forest where Vision just got us, where we just started doing a just chatting little stream, like 10-minute stream thing where we just talked about the Amelia Earhart thing.
Yeah,
I have been looking into that for a while, and I was absolutely loving it, and it was just so fun, and I really want Vision to do a full-length video of that because it would just be so fun to do. Like, I'm very willing to do that on podcasts.
Vision was like, okay, we're going to keep talking about this, but I'll see you later. I'm like, all right, bye, have fun. That was like that was the last stream she had, or no, that was the last Forest
stream. The second to stream. Yeah, and that was the second to last stream, you know.
Before she went, yeah.
I think I have to VOD that. I really have to VOD that. Like, save the VOD onto my computer, just so I can have that little reaction left, you know?
Yeah.
Because it was really happy. I mean, I was stimming, like, a lot, because, like, it just made me happy to talk about. Even if I was just talking through chat, I was like, yes, 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 do it. Even if I'm the only person there, I will scream.
Yeah. I only watch, like, maybe 1 or 2 people on Twitch, like, consistently, but I don't know, finding someone on Twitch that plays, like, Minecraft is what I would normally watch. And just vibing with them is hard. Like, I've done it. Like, I've found like 2 people that I vibe with very well, but then they haven't streamed for like months and months and months. So I just assume like, oh, okay, maybe you know they weren't feeling it anymore. So it was unfortunate, but yeah, I do wish they would come back.
It's kind of, I feel bad that I couldn't, you know, actually stream, but my computer is just not built for it. Because my computer is a busted laptop with a broken screen that I have to literally use a desktop monitor to have it usable. It's how I'm playing Minecraft currently. I really missed using a desktop, but I'm pretty much just using a laptop as a desktop. I have a feeling that one of my first major purchases after I get adult money is going to be, you know, saving up for a gaming computer so I can actually do things. Yeah, because
I mean that's what I would do.
Because I would get a gaming laptop, but like that's just pointless for me because I can swap out things with a gaming computer with a gaming laptop, unless it's literally
gaming laptops don't last as long.
Yeah, I want a gaming.
I'd say
computer. I want a desktop. You know.
I'd say only get the laptop if you've got a space restraint, but nothing else.
I don't have a space restraint.
If you don't have a space restraint, then just
I don't anymore. Yeah. So I'm. Because I did until I had my room. Now I have my room, so... Like, you know the whole issue. I'm not going to go up onto it on the podcast, but, like, I didn't have a room for a while, so like now I have a room,
yeah.
so I don't have the space restraint because I can actually use a desk.
And you recently got one, so then yeah.
Well, it isn't recent. I've had this for 7 years. I just haven't been able to access it.
Oh.
You know?
Oh,
I haven't been able to access it. That's
might as well be new. Just treat it like it is new. Like, wow.
It is pretty much new. It just has a lot of stickers from Disney all over it.
Yeah.
I'm very very much excited to do more things with like my, because now I can actually, because if I do videos more often, I can actually save up for Wondershare for Filmora, which is what I want to use for editing because it doesn't explode my computer, but it currently has that like that Wondershare Filmora watermark. And that sucks. I would use a free trial, but it's like annoying. But it's very much. Oh God, we've been recording for 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the time. Jeez.
All right, that's fine.
I think we might want to start wrapping it up soon, but it's still been very interesting to just. This is fun. I like doing podcast episodes. I hope I can do more of them. It's a lot easier to do podcast episodes because it's just, well, one, I only have to draw like 2 images instead of like drawing 17 different images, and I can't use a background. I can't use a random backdrop, you know?
Yeah.
Like, well, I just use royalty-free or Creative Commons background images for my podcast. Because it's just easier to do that. Or like stock images that you can download for free.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I've been. It's really exciting. I'm very, also, this is, I just looked at my Firefox. Frogs should not eat fireflies as fireflies are toxic to amphibians. Including like lizards and stuff. And that's the reason why they cut it out. Because it's poisonous to almost all.
Oh, like it's Minecraft, like.
Yeah, but they're also worried about kids, you know, feeding them to.
I suppose, but like you also shouldn't be eating spider eyes, and yet we could do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Or rotten flesh. Please don't do that.
Please like... don't eat rotten flesh in real life. You will die.
Yeah, right.
Or you'll get a tapeworm, which. Usually, as much as I would love to say that tapeworms are great ways of knowing that you're not alone, they're not exactly healthy for your body.
Or your mental state, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not alone.
Definitely not. Please.
I always have a friend nearby.
I always have a friend. They're in my intestines.
Right?
I'm sorry. It's just fun. I'm excited to, I'm just excited to do more videos in general. It's just, you know, fun.
I've been wanting to do YouTube, but I just don't find, like, it's mostly I don't know how. Or, like, I don't have the confidence to, you know, just introing a video. God, is so hard for me.
Oh, yeah, I totally get that. I have a little more experience because I've done a few intros for episodes that just never got done. See, for like the entire 24 hours worth of footage I recorded for the second episode of EEFSMP, which was just me breaking sand for 8 hours.
Yeah. I'd be down to like do like YouTube just like separate, like as a separate thing, like not attached to my streams whatsoever, just like have like a separate Minecraft server where it's just YouTube for YouTube content. But I don't know. I don't know about that.
I think it might be better for you to just start uploading your VODs, because then you could get a YouTube audience.
Yeah, I would like to start uploading my VODs, but like, it's
and
just,
also,
like,
so I can
I don't know where's a good
and make
time.
fun of you, like in a very kind way. Clip you and make fun
the thing
of
is,
you in the
I don't want to
way.
just start posting EEFSMP stuff out of nowhere, and like it's in the middle of a big project. Like, I'd much rather start posting in a new season rather than like
that's
mid-season. And
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but
doing it mid-season literally just because I kept pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it
yeah.
back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, technically, I have the recordings still for those. Like, I have recordings for the beginning of the Wilbur Soot project, but, like, it's just so different from how I'm working now. And now I just want to, you know, start fresh.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a little awkward with talking to myself with a microphone just alone, but, like, who isn't when they start doing it?
Everyone.
Like, you can't tell me Markiplier didn't have his awkward moments, you know?
Oh yeah, everyone has. You know, some people still have them and they're big. So.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to update this. My subscriber count is now 34 subscribers. We're going up from the 32.
Nice. Nice.
It's really nice. I am very excited to do, you know, things like this. I think already I'm pretty sure that my Fate video will already be up by the moment, by when this goes up, so I won't have to worry about that. But I'm very excited to do this. I'm not sure how much I'm going to, you know, post and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna stick with my current schedule, if I'm just gonna not, you know, do things that much. I do hope I can get to a normal posting schedule and figure out how to balance, you know, my videos with, you know, normal stuff. It's very nice to, like, try to learn this, because I've been wanting to learn this for years, but I don't think I had the, I don't think I had the mindset to actually do it. And I also didn't have the computer to do it. None of my computers can handle any sort of recording software. Plus, I didn't know OBS was free, so.
Yeah.
Now that I know OBS is free, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, like, when I look at OBS, I'm like, it looks crazy in here. I don't know if I want to even try to do it.
It's a little
I've
difficult.
used it sometimes, but...
It's like, I'm using OBS right now. It's recording a black screen. I add everything else later. But it takes a little learning. I was so confused on what to do, because sometimes window capture didn't work, sometimes only game capture worked. It was weird, and I had to learn that on my own, because I am too stubborn to look up a YouTube video.
Yeah, it would be so much easier if we just had, like, a friend that would just, like, sit down with us and just be like, nope, you want to do this, this, and that. But, like, obviously, you can't just ask someone, hey, can you just take half of your day to
explain this to me so I can actually...
Yeah, right.
So you have to learn it yourself, or you have to just start posting it on you, or you learn. You learn from your issues and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to maybe, you know, get myself a VTuber when I have some money. But I have multiple characters, and I'm not sure which one I would want to go with. Do I want to go with the Bee, which is my usual brand? Or do I want to do, like, my Minecraft OC, my different Minecraft OCs? But that would require, like, each season having a new, you know, one.
Yeah. And plus having them, like, rigged is very difficult. Or not very difficult. Well, I mean, if you want to do it yourself. But, like, it's also very expensive if you want them rigged well.
Expensive, yeah. Which, fair enough, because especially if you're doing, like, a 2D one where they have to draw every individual piece. Or some 3Ds are also very difficult, because the people who do that are godsends. And deserve every penny, and everyone who says they don't, well, too bad. So sad. They're artists just as much as, say, I am, or they're very talented and they deserve to be paid. I am very...
I've seen some that go upwards of like $10,000. I'm like, yo, that's a lot of money.
It better be really good for 10,000, but like...
Oh yeah, no, it's really good, but also the equipment you need for some of them to work.
Yeah.
The money, you're also talking $10,000. I'm like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm ready to be an actual VTuber or anything like that. Well, I mean,
you could always start with a simple, like, 2D, like, still, where it just moves when you talk.
I think they call those do some people? I swear some people call those like pick tubers, like specifically, like.
Oh,
Or
PNG tubers.
PNG. Yeah,
Mhm.
they call them PNG tubers. I think
Yeah, it could.
one of my favorite YouTubers was actually a PNG tuber for some time.
Mhm.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, he streams quite often, but I can never catch a
Mhm.
stream because I'm usually asleep.
Mm.
Like the days he streams are usually days I start going to bed early,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then he's up like, hey, welcome to the the stream. It is 9 p.m. here. As in my time, I'm not sure what his time is, but like it is 9 p.m. in this godforsaken house. Why are you awake?
Like that would honestly though, that might be that like whenever I move out and live on my own or like with friends, like that would be me. Like late night streams, I might be down. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
might
that would be
start
really
yelling
nice.
in my streams. You know, I
Maybe
might
we
start
can
popping
actually
off.
record videos at night.
Right. I'd been, you know.
Like we could actually do that Jackbox stream joke. That Jackbox video I was thinking of doing. You know.
Yeah.
Because I was doing some Jackbox things that was planned, but I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna edit them because it was kind of boring. There wasn't enough people. I'd have to invite. I do have like a group of people I'd be willing to do it with, but like it would be Buddy. I feel like it would be you. I know Millie doesn't like Jackbox that much, or maybe she just didn't like it because it was 3 people trying to play Fibbage. Or Monster Seeking Monster. But I own 2 of the Jackbox party packs, so like when you move out, I can always play. We can always have.
Who knows when that'll be though? Because
yeah, expensive.
Right now.
You live in California.
Yeah, it's not easy just being around.
One of the major places that rivals you in prices is New York City.
Yep, the only place that rivals us in price.
Except the issue is that yours is more of the entire state instead of just the city.
Oh yeah, no, it's the entire state. Everywhere north, everywhere south, everyone being underpaid. Yep.
It sucks that one of the cheapest places to go, I can't, because I used to consider trying to, move out of the cornfields and then go to a different state. Turns out a lot of the cheaper states, are
cornfields.
Well, not cornfields. They're homophobic.
Oh.
There's some places in the South that are like, oh, we're really cheap, but we're gonna kill you for existing.
Yeah.
It's not that fun.
Welcome to America.
America, hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's like that in other places, but you can't get them like they do here in America.
Yeah. Okay, I think this is about time we should start wrapping up. Thank you for watching the Off Topic Closet. I was Honey, and this was Uni.
Bye, guys.
Have anything else to say?
I want cheddar cheese rings. I'm feeling like eating cheddar cheese. That's all I gotta say.
We got another white person, folks.